Okay, so this game, like I said, the first version came out extremely early in the 90s. Hello, Starpy, welcome! Emergency Quake 2, yeah. I was planning on playing another game, but I wanted to download like an... it wanted to download a 10 gigabyte update. I think 10 gigabytes is about as big as the game is, so it basically wanted to download itself again. And I couldn't do that on stream because the stream kept tanking. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. It would be kind of generous to say that this game has a story, but it does have at least a little context for what you're doing. We get like this intro video here. You didn't do that before though, right? No, I didn't check. Like I just tried to start the game and then it was like, oh, let's update. I'm doing well. I remember you were streaming today and had dopamine. Oh, that's a nice thing to say. I think the sound in the intro is very low for some reason. I'm gonna have to check the sound levels once I get back in the game. Right, so basically, aliens are bastards and we're invading their planet. Because they've invaded Earth and now we're invading them back. I've played this game plenty of times. First time I played it was when I was a kid. Why is the audio so low in the intro? It's gonna get louder when we get into the actual game. He's a Bitterman as the player character. Have you played this before, Starpy? Hello, Lorda, welcome. I had to switch to Quake II because Tales of Kinsera wanted to download an update. I remember all secrets. Oh, nice. How are you doing? How's your Thursday? Is this your day off still? I remember Thursday used to be your day off at one point, if I don't remember completely wrong. And crash. Okay, so the audio was really low in the intro. I'm gonna see. I think it's better in the actual game. I don't know why it was so low in the intro. After vacation, it can change to Wednesdays, but we'll see. Okay, I see. Yeah, so now the sound is a lot louder, right? Let me know if it's too loud. Okay, so this is Quake II. It's a first-person shooter. It is like plays like a first-person shooter from the 90s still, but the version I'm playing is like a remastered version that was provided for free to everyone who owned the game on Steam. So there are some extra. It's good, nice, good. There are some extra updates to some enemy behavior. Some enemies have been like rebalanced a little bit to be a little tougher. And there's also some changes to some weapon balance and stuff like that, but it's minor stuff. It's Matrix but with flesh. Yeah, that's a pretty good description. Let's see, it's here. We can go up. Give me shotgun, please. Nice. This game is also notable for having like a really awesome video game, like a really awesome soundtrack. It's one of my favorite video game soundtracks. It does get a little repetitive because there aren't super many tracks, but it's a pretty great soundtrack. Not gonna lie. Okay, so now we're looping back around. I think we're coming back to the start. I'm also playing this on like Nightmare difficulty, and I'm gonna do a little challenge for myself where I'm not gonna quick save. I'm just gonna keep playing with it with like checkpoints and see how far I make it. I'm also not very good at this game. I know some people are gonna watch me play and be like, "Oh, you don't know how to play this properly." But I enjoy it. Also, there's like a... Into the server, it's like, hell yeah. Yep. I think Quad Machine is my favorite track for the soundtrack. Okay, so one thing they actually did change a little bit in the remastered update here is that they added a little bit of like an area here that was like originally cut from this level. This part I don't think was in the level in like the first retail version of the game, but it was originally planned and now it's been like restored. I haven't heard svenska in 10 years. Oh, headpads! And speak Swedish. Okej, prata svenska. Nu jävlar! Jag får inte hänga skiten i de här jävlarna. Okej, så den här pistolen är ganska sämst, men den har oändligt med ammo. Så det är... det är så här vapen man bara använder när man inte har något annat. Och i det här spelet så har man nästan alltid ammo till någonting. Ah! Hur missade jag det där? Hur i helvete? Okej, så här kommer det lite hårdare fiender. De här är lite jävligare. Boom! Sounds so cool. Tack, det var snällt sagt. Jag uppskattar det. Jag tror att många som pratar svenska tycker att svenska är ett ganska töntigt språk, men glad att höra att andra som uppskattar det i alla fall. En annan sak de har lagt till i den här remasterade versionen är att de har lagt till så man kan välja vapen så här i slow motion. Man kan välja mellan olika föremål som man har så här, så det är lite lättare att hålla reda på. Okej. Jag tror det börjar närma sig slutet på den här minuten nu. Vi kör klart den här banan när jag pratar svenska i alla fall. Vi ska se, jag har hittat 2 av 3 hemligheter. Det ska finnas en till här någonstans. Den kommer jag aldrig ihåg vart den är. Okay, I think that's a minute. I was saying that like it's always difficult to like evaluate your own language, right? But I think a lot of people who speak Swedish think Swedish sounds like kind of a dorky language. But I'm really glad to hear that there are other people who appreciate it. Ah! Does it say a Hanukkah? Now I'm speaking Swedish again. Sorry. I have a grenade. I understood all of that perfectly. Excellent. Your language skills are out of this world. Maybe you could do voice acting in Swedish as well. Like you could do the Swedish dub, if there's one. That's one thing I have to complain a little bit about, actually, when it comes to dubbing. I don't think this is just nostalgia speaking, but I think when I was a kid, Swedish dubs of various like children's movies and stuff like that used to be better than they are now. I feel like the dubs that were made with like a higher budget and they got more takes and they had like more effort put into it, and the translations were usually better. Like I don't watch a lot of children's media, especially not in Swedish, but I was watching some like a cartoon with my nephew when I was visiting like my family a while ago, and it was dubbed to Swedish. It wasn't just like the voice acting, but like the translation itself was bad. Like it just sounded stilted and awkward and just clunky, you know? It felt like they just did, like, not quite Google Translate level, but they just did, like, the first draft translation and then just, like, one take for everything. Mexican dub is godlike. Voice actors give 110% of their performance. Oh, yeah. I don't think I've, like... I'm trying to remember if I heard any clips from, like, Mexican dubs specifically, but I've gotten the impression that, like, overall, like, Central American and the South American anime dubs tend to be very, like, high quality. That's been what I've heard. I can imagine matching lip flaps with Swedish language is very difficult. Sounds like lots and lots of syllables in Swedish. I mean, maybe. I think Swedish and English are decently similar as languages. So I can imagine doing it for like anime is kind of hard, but they should be the same in English, I guess. But and I'm watching like older Disney movies from like 20, 25 years ago. Their Swedish dubs do sound like better. Maybe that's just like my nostalgia talking because I grew up with those movies, but there are some movies where I actually prefer the Swedish dub over the original, just because it's so well made. But there's some recent stuff that I've watched where it feels like they weren't given the same resources, like they didn't have the same budget. And I can imagine as people in Sweden get like more and more fluent in English, it becomes less and less of a concern to dub in Swedish. Which is understandable, but it's still kind of a shame that it's kind of a lost art. At least it feels that way. So, in the game, I've got 3 weapons. There's a whole bunch, and you can carry the entire arsenal at once. But there's no limit there. I'm trying to figure out if there's like another secret here. I can never remember where the other one is in this level, but we'll come back to this level later, I think. One of the things that I apparently this game got criticized for a little bit is that the level progression isn't always strictly linear. Sometimes you come back, you backtrack through levels, so you have to approach levels from different angles and stuff like that in order to finish them. So it is a little confusing, but in the remaster update they added a compass that points you in the right direction if you get lost. That's kind of neat. Let's see if there is here. Usually if there's water, there's going to be something hidden in the water. That is usually how that works. Oh, I might actually drown a little bit here. It's not great. Ooh! Ah! Drowning in games is always creepy. Something about that feels a little too real. Like, being shot at can be kind of scary in games, but it's not something I've experienced myself. But I think everyone knows what it feels like. Not to drown, but everyone knows what it feels like to be like underwater for too long, you know, and get stuck. I'll not get stuck. You know what I mean? I made that sound so much more dramatic than it was. Here, I know there's a secret here underwater. Let me check if it's here, this direction. We did find a little rebreather, so we can use that if we get into trouble. So this is a secret area. The game is full of secrets and stuff. And you can see even how many secrets you found per level if you just bring up your little PDA. And in this case, it's like a secret level. And this secret level is nice because we can find like a better weapon here that we otherwise would get like a few levels later. Water's real, son! I had a scary incident one time when I was swimming, when I was a kid. And it was like in the water, and there was by a beach, and there was like a little... what's it called? The wooden thing that goes out into the water. Like it's not a bridge, because it only has one end, but it goes out in the water, and it's like on the water, like floating on it. Dock or a pier? Okay, I see. It was a dock slash a pier. And I thought it would be a good idea to go like under it. Because it was like, there was like a space under it, and I thought, okay, that's fun, I can go under it. and then some people started running on top of it, and it pushed it down into the water. So I like got trapped in between and like had a hard time getting out. And I started like yelling for help. It's like, help! But I don't think anyone heard me. And then I was able to like get out because there was some space left. But that was that's terrifying. Yeah, it was really scary. And I was like, I don't know how old I was. I was like 10 years old or something. Ugh. So I don't think I was in like actual danger because there was still space for me to stay there, right? But it was the feeling was not fun. Can't recommend. Ah! So yeah, sometimes I do still love swimming, so it hasn't dissuaded me from swimming or trying to swim underwater or stuff. But sometimes when I like think about a situation when involving water, I think back to that and go like, ugh, shiver a little bit. Ah! I forgot. There's like a trap here. Oh damn! There are so many enemies here. I'm running low on health. I'm gonna use adrenaline. I almost got lost in the ocean once. That's scary as hell. Holy crap. Let's see, I think... Oh, it activates right away. Okay. I think there's something down here. I want this elevator to go down! The elevators in this game are not always, like, cooperative. There we go. Most of the pickups you get in this game are just instantaneous, like health pickups and ammo pickups, but some of them are... you have them here in this little inventory, so you can actually use them when you need them. Also, if you think it seems like frivolous and a little unnecessary that I'm destroying the bodies, there is actually a good reason for that. On this level, there really isn't like much of a reason, but later in the game, we will run into an enemy that can revive dead enemies. So you have to destroy the bodies to stop that from happening. So I kind of do that out of habit every time. Whoops! These guys are annoying. Speaking of like dubs, I remember watching the Disney movie Emperor's New Groove. Have you guys seen it? It's like in the movie there's a scene where like the villain, who's like an evil advisor to the Emperor, she's like having like an audience with like people get to come and petition her for stuff. And there's someone who comes in and is like complaining that his family doesn't have food. And she says something like, I don't care that your family doesn't have food. You should have thought of that before you became peasants. Right? And the Swedish language doesn't really have a good word for peasant. So in the Swedish dub, she instead just says something like, you should have thought of that before you became poor. Which sounds even worse. So I thought the Swedish dub was actually like... the original is great, but I thought the Swedish dub was actually better for that movie. Thing is, I knew how to swim and was like 10 minutes swimming against the current until I got back to land. And because the current moved south, I had to walk all the way back to my parents. Oh, that's scary. That's scary. Yeah, currents can be really like... they can be kind of bad, honestly. This is the new weapon we came to this level to get. This is the super shotgun. It works like the regular shotgun, but it fires 2 shells instead. So it does like double damage and uses twice as much ammo, but you always have ammo for the shotgun, pretty much constantly. So it's a very good weapon. There's very little reason to use the regular shotgun once you have it. Here are some fishies. Speaking of scary things from the ocean. Some pickups and stuff. Whoops. Bye. So far, it's gotten a little difficult in some places, but so far the early levels are not super difficult in this game. Mexican says something like, you should have thought of that before you live in the trash. Okay. I'm glad to see that, like, different countries found different solutions to translating that. Let's see, there's something here. These little panels that have, like, oh, fish. Oh, okay. You can also 100% get crushed by elevators and lifts and stuff like that, so let's avoid that. That opens something here, maybe? Aha! Secret, secret. Whoops. Okay, so you probably noticed that the music has stopped. That's not like a bug or anything. It's just like, in this version of the game at least, when you accomplish your main objective for a level, the music will stop. So if you still have a lot of stuff to do in that level, it can lead to the rest of the level being kind of quiet. So the music is like a very big part of the like soundscape in this movie. So yeah, I have to wait until the elevator comes down. There we go. Best quote of the movie is, aha, everything is connecting. I don't know, I think maybe my favorite quote is the one where she's like, you should have thought of that before you become poor. Or maybe it's the one where she has like an evil plan to get rid of the Emperor, and her plan is to like turn him into use a magic potion to turn him into a flea, and then put the flea in a box, and then put the box in a bigger box, and then mail it to herself. And then when it arrives, she will smash it with a hammer. Ow. Boom. So, like, I'm heading back now, leaving the level, and you can see that they, like, enemies do repopulate in some places. So enemies don't like respawn endlessly, but they do respawn in some places sometimes. Let's see, we have to go back underwater. Get out of here. These enemies are also super annoying. They have changed their behavior a little bit in the newest version, where if they shoot out their little parasite tongue, they can get stuck in the wall like that, which is nice, because it gives you some little extra space to shoot them. Okay. Now for the most iconic pickup of the game. Quad damage. Have you guys played any of the multiplayer Quake games? Like Quake 3 Arena was very multiplayer focused, and Quake Champions, which is decently recent, is also very multiplayer focused. I did play a lot of Quake 3 Arena. I played a lot of Quake Live, which is like based on Quake 3, and I also played quite a bit of Quake Champions. But Quake Champions runs poorly on my computer. Even like after I've upgraded it and everything, there are slight like hitches, you know? Oh, fuck! I flew myself up. Oh shit. Okay, first death. First death. If you're keeping count, that's one. played Unreal Tournament. I haven't played the full game of Unreal Tournament, but I have played like the demo for it. So I know a little bit of what it's like. I remember it being fun. I think there were also like several Unreal Tournaments. There was one that was called like Unreal Tournament 2003 or something like that, where there was a game mode where you had to pass a ball between yourself and the teammates. And like it was like a capture the flag, but you could like pass the flag between you. Something like that. Ow! Heck. Okay. What you doing? Okay, so this is the machine gun. This is another weapon that has been... this is a weapon, I should say. I hadn't talked of any others. This is a weapon that has been changed a little bit in this version of the game. Previously, it had like quite a bit of like recoil and muzzle drift when you fired it. So it would go like this. Like that. But now they've changed this. Now it's just like this. I personally think that's boring. I would prefer it if they kept it that way. But I guess it was really annoying if you played with the keyboard. First times I played this game when I was a kid, I actually played it only with keyboard and not mouse and keyboard. I have to say, it's significantly easier when you use the mouse as well. It's running for the button. It's not gonna get there. I accidentally set off the alarm anyway. Oh, these guys are actually annoying the entire game through. They are an early game enemy, but they are dangerous like throughout the entire game because they just shoot grenades. And they're actually quite tanky. I think they're called Guardians or something like that. Boom, 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 boom. Super Shotgun, though, is kind of, I wouldn't say overpowered, but it's very powerful for this level, where you're not, like, supposed to have it. Great nostalgic game. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Also, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I need to read your name properly. Alex. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I have the chat on too small of a window, so I have to lean in to read the people's names. Yeah, but this is a great game. I have played it like on and off since I was a child, and I'm still having fun with it. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, I just realized something. Hold up a second. I'm sorry, guys. I just realized something. I think the Twitch that on YouTube, it's still... Oh, damn, sorry. Can I edit the title on YouTube? Because it still says that we're playing Tales of Kinsera Zao, and I'm not, because I had to change games. Can I change the title? I know I can change it later. I'm not sure if I can do it now. Okay, I don't know how to do it now. Damn. Sorry, guys. Okay, so the title is wrong, but you already know that as soon as you get into the game. Okay, let's keep playing. Let's see, we go poke this thing. Oh, and here comes you. Oh, there's two of them. Would prefer if there weren't. Gotta destroy everybody. Everybody and every's body. Let's see if I remember correctly. There's a thing we can do here. You can go down here and pick up the adrenaline. And then we have to use the environment suit so we don't die from the toxic waste. Go swimming in toxic waste. Is the sound level still good, by the way, or is the game too loud? Oh, crap! Shit. Forgot that he was showing up. Let's see, we have both secrets. I think we're moving on. So, I played Quake 2. Like I said, I played it very early on. I don't think I played it like right when it came out, but I played it like a year or two after that. And I played Quake 1 way later. Like, the first time I played Quake 1 was like in last year or something like that. Oh, shit, that did so much damage. I'm gonna use the adrenaline now, actually, yes. Oh, I probably wouldn't have had to do that. But yeah, I played Quake 1 very late. And Quake 1 was harder for me to get into, and I'm not sure how much of that is like a nostalgia factor from the fact that I played Quake 2 so early and Quake 1 so late, but after playing Quake 2, Quake 1 was like surprisingly hard to get into for me, personally. I know most people seem to prefer Quake 1 over 2. Oh, there you are. Quake 1 is a good game in its own right. But it's just, I feel like the shooting overall in Quake 2 is more satisfying. The weapons arsenal is more satisfying. And there's like, again, there's not much of a story, but there's at least some context for what you're doing and why. Where in Quake 1, it's one of the least story-focused games I've ever played. And I don't need a deep story in a game like this, but I do like the fact that at least in Quake 2 we have some context for what we're doing, right? Those guys are awful until we get better weapons. Especially when there's several of them. Ow! Right in the face! Ow! Holy crap. Oh, there's another quad damage here. We should have used the quad damage to actually get through this part. Let me see. I think there's supposed to be a secret or something down here. Yes! And there's another super shotgun. Which we no longer needed, but it looks good on the statistics to have found more secrets, I guess. Boom. Three health and a dream. Are we leaving now? I think we're leaving, right? Still apparently some enemies I didn't find here. I'm not sure where. I'm gonna go back and see if I can find some more health, though. Next segment gets kind of tough. The game is divided into kind of like different units. So once you've left a unit, you don't come back. But within an individual unit, you can usually go back and forth between the levels. And this level right here that we're in right now, we have been here before, but we couldn't cross because this bridge wasn't lowered. We came from here and jumped over here, and now I jumped down, so now I have to climb back up again. But then it's kind of funny. I didn't actually remember this, that you can find, it's in the next level that you can find the secret level to find the super shotgun, but you can also find the super shotgun here. I don't think you can get it until you lower the bridge, though. So you can't get it until you come back here, but still. Alright, time to move on. Okay, statistically, got more than half of the secrets. And killed almost every enemy.
Initiate scan. Acquired. Personnel located. Now exiting base area.
I'll take some water.
Proceed to bunker area. Destroy squad logistical train.
This is the extent of most of the storytelling in the game, is telling you You destroyed thing A, move on to thing B and destroy it. Oh, crap. I'm trying to drink some water here. Can you chill? Maybe. When we played this game as kids, we didn't speak much English. So, we didn't know what the enemies were called. So we would just call them by, like, what their voice lines were. So you know the bald guys with the minigun strapped to their arm, or the minigun like implanted in their arm. I don't know exactly what it is they're saying, but it sounded like they're saying something like "Wizero." So that's what we called them when we were kids. And honestly, even now as an adult, I am having trouble like understanding exactly what the hell they're saying half the time. Quake 4 actually had like a fun twist on that concept where you start out not understanding this. Quake 4, by the way, is a sequel to Quake 2, so you continue fighting against the same enemy, the Strogg. And Quake 4 has more of a story, and it has like a fun twist in that you can't speak the Strogg language at first, but then you get like implanted with Strogg technology, and then you can understand the language. So now you can like read their signposting and stuff like that, which is a fun idea. Let's see, oh, we're going down here. Ow, 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 ow. I'm gonna change the sound levels a little bit. I think that it might be that the cutscenes are on voice volume. We're gonna raise that up a little bit. I'm also gonna, yeah. Let's try that. See if that helps make the cutscenes a little louder. Not that there are that many cutscenes or that they're super important, but I still like having like good audio levels. So this level is like when things start getting a little scary. This is not like a horror game or anything, but it does have some really like intimidating levels and some really good atmosphere at times. And it definitely scared me a lot when I was a kid. And it still does sometimes. There's some parts where I'm still like, kind of freaked out. It's always fun. Wait. What am I doing wrong? Did I forget to press this one? Can't remember what this one does. It's always fun when you experience something as a kid, and then you experience it again as an adult, and you realize that it still kind of holds up, like, that it's just like, it's still scary or still effective. It's always a fun feeling. Oh, right, that extends that bridge, right. Cool. These enemies, these ones have been, like, updated for this version. You didn't get to see it now, but they behave differently in this version of the game. And you'll see it soon enough. I call them Bucketheads, Bald, Schwarzenegger, Bald, Terminator, Robot, Doggo, Flying Heads, Megatrons, and Iron Bitches. Good a name as any, honestly. You see? You see that? They can jump now. They fucking jump and do a ground slam attack, and it's actually kind of terrifying. They used to be an enemy that we were absolutely terrified of when we played this as kids, because we played it with only keyboard, and then it was really difficult to get away from them. But now when I'm playing with mouse and keyboard, all I have to do is like move backwards and shoot them, right? But in this version, they've updated it so they can now jump, which I think is a very good change, because it makes them way scarier. Ah! There we go. I should use the shotgun a little bit more. Already full on ammo. The shotgun, the super shotgun. Let's see, I think. Oh. Yes, this is how you open it. What? Razor wire flip the bird? What did I just press? Okay, if you... H is apparently the middle finger button. I didn't know that. Never realized that. I was just trying to reach for my grenade, not the middle finger. Nope. You are supposed to be able to open that, though. It's not... It's here. 2 buttons up here. Bop, bop, bop. Ow! Ah! There are 2 of them! This is, aged him to death. Get aged. Get aged. It sounds like you're cursing them with old age or something. Das Pasha. I know they're saying trespasser, but I still think it sounds like they're saying Das Pasha. Oh, I made a mistake coming down here. Oh, I just realized. No, please. This is not what I wanted. Okay, I'm alive. Probably don't deserve to be. There's another one. 4 health. Do I have? No, I don't have. No adrenaline. Quake 4, that I talked about earlier, it was kind of interesting because it was taking the concept of Quake 2, like this game, and trying to modernize it for the time. It came out in 2005. So it has much bigger focus on like cutscenes, on storytelling, on characters, on dialogue, you know. And I think those are some solid choices for making a game in 2005. One thing I do struggle with a little bit with Quake 4 though is that the shooting does not feel as satisfying as it does in Quake 2. It's like the overall impact of just... The heck? Did someone shoot me? From up here? Oh, they're all up there, all the entire bunch of them. It feels like the entire thing of like applying gun to enemy doesn't feel as satisfying in Quake 4 as in 2. Okay, these guys are positioned rather uncomfortably for them. Unlucky. Squish! Unfortunate. That's why you don't stand in the taped off area. Holy shit, is that Pixel Gun 3D? No, it's Quake 2! I know the title says Tales of Kinsera. I'm sorry about that. I had to switch to another game. Because Tales of Kinsera wanted to download a 10GB update. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? See, I have 6 health. 12. 12, actually. To be more precise. See, okay. No! No, the lava! Oh, damn it. Okay. Alright, we're starting over from scratch. This is when the game starts getting a little difficult and I have to stop goofing around. Boom. Yes? Can you please go up? No, apparently no. Didn't wanna. Now he goes up! There are lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of elevators in this game. I'm not sure if that's because like it was a new technology when this was made that they could finally make like elevators. I can't remember if Quake 2 has or Quake 1 has as many of them. So I feel like it was like a way to sort of explore a new technology, you know? Open elsewhere. Maybe here. Here where? The grenades are not fantastic in and of themselves. We are getting a grenade launcher later on, which just makes them better. Now it's co-op. I don't know if it's online or split screen. Probably both, but never tried. Wait, which Quake 4? Or what are we talking about? Gotta destroy. You also notice that the music is stopped playing and it's playing like a softer track in the background. It does that when you repeat the same track like too many times. It's plays something else. Quake 2 multiplayer mode. Oh, okay. I didn't actually know that. I didn't know there was a co-op mode for this. I have not touched this in multiplayer like at all. I have only played the single player. I can imagine it's very fun in multiplayer though. Okay, let's see. Come on out. Oh! Like those are terrifying if they like throw you off a knock you off a cliff or something. Boom. So our weapons arsenal does feel a little limited here, doesn't it? Like the super shotgun was really good to carry us for a few levels, but now it's I'm starting to feel a little outmatched here. Yep, and these guys are so creepy in the dark too. They like, you see their eyes glowing. They remind me a little of the androids from Alien Isolation, Working Joes. Let's see. We shoot this thing. Boop. Then we get in here, and then we press this, and then we throw a grenade down hole, and his head goes off. On the secret. Secret tunnel, secret tunnel. I was talking about something earlier, and then I got interrupted by my death. It's kind of rude of me to die. Oh, I think I was talking about, like, you know how I died by falling into the lava? One of the things that... Oh! Fuck! One of the things that really terrified me about this game as a kid was when I fell into the lava. Because the sound that the character makes when he's in the lava is absolutely horrifying to listen to. Like, pain sounds in games are usually pre-subdued, right? You don't want the main character of the game to, like, talk too much during combat sections, I guess. So, usually, whenever a first-person perspective character is hurt, they usually just go like, or something like that. It's like a little grunt of pain, right? Oh, so the enemies are fighting each other. They do that sometimes. But in this game, it's not like that. In this game, full-on screaming, agonizing pain when you fall into the lava. A warning for that. I was playing the game with a friend, and he knew that I hated the lava pain sound, so he would sometimes drop into the lava like on purpose just to mess with me. I did not appreciate. That up. Also, when we started playing the game, my friend who was playing, one of my friends who was playing the game with, he was always playing on like easy, and he always played with cheats to make himself like invincible. And I was like, well, can you try to play it like normally? And he was like, no, you can't do that. So after a while, me and his little brother, who was also my friend, we played it on our own, and we played it like without cheats. We tried to use the cheat for giving all the weapons. If you type, I think the cheat for that is just give all, but we didn't know how to spell give. So we couldn't do that, so we just had to play the game normally. And then we had to show like the big brother, be like, hey, look, you can do it. No clip mode? Yeah, no clip was one of them, but there's also one that just gives you like God mode, basically. Okay, let's see if I can do this properly again now, without falling into the lava. Just wait until he's here. Missed it. Shit. Bye! Bye! Also, speaking of loud sounds from the main character, the jumping sound. I think it's the same one as in Quake 1. Quake 1, by the way, story-wise, has nothing to do with this game, like at all. Completely different games. In the sense that you can even say that Quake 1 has a story. I think I did it once just to know the paths, and then I play it normally without cheats to see how far I could make it without dying. I see. Makes sense. Let's see, I think there are fishes in the water. I don't want to go down there. I want to just not go down there, but I do think there's some kind of secret or something down here. I don't remember it wrong. I do need the health from here, though. Give me some health after midnight. We had another game we played. It was actually my game. That wasn't my friend's game, but I played it with some of the same people. It was a game called Iron Assault. Ooh, hi! See how fucking long it takes to kill these guys. Insane. It was called Iron Assault, and it was like a mech game. It came out in '95. Quake 1 was Eldritch shit, bitches! Quake 2 is Matrix rules, bitches! I mean, kinda. Flesh harvesting technology monsters from outer space. Iron Assault, it was a mech game. And it was also one of those games that sort of, like, I have a lot of really fond nostalgia for. But I've heard almost no one talk about it. Like, I tried to look up some info online, and it was like, I found like one YouTube video. Oh, that's not quite true. I found a couple, but it's a very... very forgotten game. Iron Assault 5? Are you sure you're thinking of Iron Assault? I'm pretty sure that never got any sequels. You sure you're not thinking of Mech Warrior? I mean, I might be completely wrong here, but I don't think that game ever got any sequels. Oh god, I'm gonna die again. I really don't want to have to do all of this again. There we go. Okay, so I fell down and I have to go back. It's on Steam. Okay, I'm gonna look this up right now. If there's an Iron Assault 5, I'm gonna be very happy. Give me a second. Store. I can't find an Iron Assault 5. This might be a localization thing, that it's called something else in my region and something else in your region. But I can't find an Iron Assault 5. So this might be, I know we talked about this before, that there's some games where you've mentioned it, and then I don't recognize it, then it turns out it's just like, it's just called something else because it's different regions. Die! There we go. Let's see, now we can open this up, so we have a bit of a shortcut to get back, and we can pick up some health. We can move on here. God, we've been on this level for a while, right? Getting to the end now, though. Let's see, we can't move on here. We need to restore the power. Now we go to the supply station. Let's see, there's something secret hidden here. Blow this up. Then you can go down here. Oh! Ugh. I didn't want to fall back into the laser, so I had to kind of keep like pushing towards him. Okay, new level, finally. And I think here we get a new weapon as well. Oh, crap. Not a great start. I have a mecha game as a steampunk mechas in the World War II. Is that the one that's called Iron Assault 5? For you? Because the one I'm thinking of was not in World War II. It was like set in the near future. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, you know what? It's time. Quad damage time. I don't think Iron Assault, like the first one, is like sold anywhere anymore. I don't think it ever got any updated re-releases. But it was fun. Like, it was basically you walked around in a mech and you shot at other mechs, and I can't remember either what the context of the conflict was. There were some cutscenes that were like live action cutscenes with people, and then there was like some models that they used. Iron Harvest. Oh, yeah, Iron Harvest. I think I've heard of that. That name sounds familiar. That name sounds familiar. Let's see. And now that we used up our quad damage, there is fortunately another one. If I just have some patience to jump on a box. Which I do, because I'm feeling very patient right now. Oh. Come on! Come on! Did you guys see that shit? That was so silly. Okay. No, come on. Jumping on boxes is not my strong suit in this game. This is actually like... here, we only do it to get like a secret. But there's like another place later where you have to jump on, with several others, where you have to jump over like obstacles and stuff that are deadly. And I suck at it. Okay. So we have another quad damage. Wait, that's open elsewhere. Still? Where did you come from? Sneaky Steve. Wait, how in the heck do I open that thing then? Is it from up here? I can't even remember. This is where we came from. I thought I knew this level. Apparently not. Oh, we gotta go through here. Never mind. It all makes sense now. Die. Thank you. I think I might have to use, like... I'm gonna use an invulnerability here. Kinda sucks. Oh, I didn't even need to do that. There's an adrenaline right here. Okay. Might as well. Ah! New weapon! So once you've found the chain gun, that's one of the things that I think is a bit of a shame with the weapons arsenal in this game, is that the chain gun kind of replaces the machine gun a little bit, and the super shotgun really replaces the regular shotgun. The chain gun does have the disadvantage of, like, it takes a little time to rev up, like it starts firing really slowly, but even when you're firing slowly, it still does a lot of damage, so there's very little use for the machine gun after this. The one thing you will say, though, is the chain gun absolutely eats ammo. It's like... you can only use it for short times. So it's usually better to save it until you really need it. Bonk! Get bonked by the largest bonk stick I have. So our objective right now is to gather power cubes! No! I got squished! It even said. Razor wire got squished. I did indeed get squished. Okay, let's try this again. Quad damage. There we go. The heck? Okay, we gotta get rid of that guy. I think you're supposed to be able to drop this box down and, like, crush someone below it, but couldn't do that. I think I've talked about this before as well, but when it comes to first-person shooters, one type of first-person shooter that I'm really missing and kind of want more of is, like, kind of slower, story-driven first-person shooters with, like, some horror elements to them. Something like the Metro games, or like Fear, or like Half-Life 2. Something like that. Does it just keep going like that now? Does it never come back out anymore? Did I have to push something else? Ah! Okay, it's fine. It's doing anotde loop. Loop-de-loop. Now I have like 3 seconds to get back up here. Come on. No! Why are they so slidey? Why don't I have shoes with more friction? Why are you wearing, like, climbing shoes? Climbing shoes do have more friction, though. It's wearing, like, moonwalk shoes. See, it might have been a mistake to play this on Nightmare when I'm on stream. Please move. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna quick save. I don't want to have to do all this again. It's kind of a challenge for me not to quick save, but I'm gonna do it now. doing it for the content, guys. Trust me. Adrenaline, yes, please and thank you. Give me the chain gun, and you can eat my entire ass and all of my bullets. Rip. So this is kind of cool. I think Quake 2 was one of the first like 3D games that could handle like colored light like this. So they incorporated a lot of it. And obviously, since I'm playing like a remastered version, it looks better than the original, but the overall art direction is still the same. So it is cool how the levels change when you change the lighting of them. Let's see, we're getting a little Tashpashta here soon. Okay, I'm not gonna get squished by this box again. Ah! No! Fuck! Jesus fucking Christ! The fucking timing of that! That was insane! That was unreal! No, it wasn't unreal, it was Quake. Oh. Okay, let's stay far, far, far away from this thing now. Not even getting fucking close to it. Okay? I am out. I am not I'm not touching that. 10-foot pole. I like how you can press a button to blow up the train, by the way. It's very convenient for me, but it feels like it's poor design decision. Hi, Richter. Did you clip something? Give me a second, I'm just gonna check what you clipped. Not again. Okay. How are you doing? How is your endurance stream going? Think it's a fail clip? Possibly, maybe, kinda, possibly. About to go online in a bit. I see, I see. What are you buying? What are you playing? Should be a short? Yeah, maybe. Power cube. If you step on the tracks before you remove the power cube, you get grilled instantly and go down to like minus 100 health. And you mega die. Spin the wheel, maybe? Do you have a wheel? What to play? It would be kind of a fun idea for a stream, I guess. Just like, I don't know what to play. Let's spin the wheel. Up. Up. Ah, this is, crap. So low on health. Ooh, I could survive that, though. Okay, so let's see. This is just a shortcut back. I'm gonna see if I can survive this. This is also really neat. The enemy we're fighting, the Strogg, they're like, you know, they invade Earth, they kidnap people and turn them into cybernetic nightmares. and they're kind of evil, but they're very good at color coordinating a warehouse. Look at this. Have you ever seen a neater warehouse? 19 health in a dream. 10 health in a dream. How did I lower the... Oh, there's a ladder. Oh, no. I did not want to see you right now. Please die. Ooh, 6 health. Ooh. Okay, back up to 16. Oh, look at that! I didn't even realize that was there. Check this out. I'm not gonna mega die. I am going to mega health. This is the kind of game design that we had in the 90s, where it was just like, oh, what do we call the big health? It's just like mega health, I guess. Okay, no bullets with machine gun. Yeah, the super shotgun really becomes like a default weapon for a lot of it, because you almost always have ammo for it. Okay, I think we're doing quad damage here. I did not need to do quad damage here. There were like 2 enemies. I'm now feeling very silly. What a waste. That's one of the things that's been changed in Quake 2 compared to Quake 1, is that in Quake 1 you could not carry any items with you unless they were like key items and stuff. So any power-ups and stuff were used instantly. Okay, I'm gonna save. I don't want to have to do all of this again. Not sure what the purpose of this device is, but I'm glad I can use it for transportation. So the grenades, you're probably noticing that I haven't used them much so far, and that's because you can't, when you can throw them, and I'm carrying carrying 50 of them, holy crap. They are kind of difficult to use. Most of the enemies are pretty fast, the grenades don't do a ton of damage, and a lot of the enemies can also just straight up avoid them. You see? See, he just sidestepped the grenade there. So they're kind of difficult to use. So in a little bit, we will get a grenade launcher that makes the grenades a lot better and actually useful. But the fact that you can throw the grenades it's kind of neat that you can throw them or put them in the grenade launcher, but they're not super useful if you just throw them, for the most part. The ammo economy of this game is a little funny, because you can carry like 100 shotgun shells, and firing once only uses like 2, right? Which means that, like I said, you almost always have shotgun ammo. When it comes to the machine gun or the chain gun, it's like you can carry up to 200, I think, and with the chain gun you can you can use that in like 10 seconds? Something like that? Ah, we're back here now. Are we done, by the way? We are done. It's just that I feel like I missed a lot of secrets. But, you know, I don't want to spend the entire stream secret hunting. There was, when I did my last, like, off-stream playthrough of this game, I had this idea that I would find, like, more than half of the secrets. So I spent a lot of time looking around for secrets, and I even used a guide for some of them. And even with the guide, I still struggled to find some. Let's see, I think there's something down here, though. I don't remember wrong. Yes. Nice, combat armor. Okay, so now we have all these power cubes. Now we're gonna power it up. I think we just go straight ahead like this. And then we put it in. Bloop! Now we can use the elevator. So this is another example of when you have to come to a place and do an objective, and then you have to go back around and come back later. Once you have all the right stuff. Up! 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 Point blank, you only need 2 blasts from this gun. Kill one of the... I don't even know what they're called. The guy, the trespasser. Can't remember what they're called. I remember some of the enemy names, but that's one I don't remember. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I remember correctly. We put the power on here, and then like a trillion enemies show up in the last room. Hello! Oh, there were only 3, slightly less than a trillion. Just a smidgen. Another thing that I like better about this game than Quake 1, actually, is that in Quake 1, whenever you're done with like a world, like a big level, your weapon arsenal starts over. Like you start over from 0. And one thing I like in this game is that there's a very satisfying sense of progression, in my opinion, where you start off with only the blaster, and then you get like more and more weapons, and it sort of progresses throughout the entire game. Enemies will also start fighting each other sometimes. If they accidentally friendly fire each other, then we'll get pissed off and kill each other. It can actually be kind of useful in areas where some of the enemies are very clumped up. Oh. Let's see, this part is hard. There are several of these things. Now they're fighting each other, which I like. Nice. You guys think... I talked earlier about how I miss games like, you know, Half-Life 2. Do you guys think we're getting a Half-Life 3? Like, ever? I've heard, like, that there's some leaks about a potential Half-Life 3, you know, being worked on at Valve. But... then again, I feel like I've been hearing that for 20 years. Oh, this part is really hard because there's 2 of them and they... Ah! Oh, God! Valve never knew how to count to 3. No, they never did. Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Okay, so I might actually want to use the invulnerability here. And I'm going to try not to. It's probably stupid, but... I think the one advantage that the machine gun has is that the ammo economy is better, so to speak. See, there's still an enemy up here. Like, you can do a little more damage per bullet, the machine gun. Half-Life 2 2.62847361173849. That sounds like a Kingdom Hearts title. Ah, damn it! Okay, let's try this again. This is a kind of difficult level. We're getting to the hard part now. Some levels later get really difficult, and this isn't the base game. The expansion packs that were not made by id Software are even harder. I wonder how many Half-Life games we would have now if the Half-Life franchise was owned by a different developer than Valve. Or a different publisher than Valve, I should say. If like EA or Ubisoft owned Half-Life, how many Half-Life games would we have at this point? More than we have now, is my guess. It's kind of crazy how Black Mesa came out before Half-Life 3. Black Mesa was in development for like 10 years. Power cube? Bleep, bloop, bloop. One thing I must say about this game is that the sound design is very satisfying. Just listen to what it sounds like when I'm picking up armor shards. That sound. That's an ASMR sound if I ever heard one. The Kingdom Hearts name would be like Half-Life Day 0 out of 2 at 5 PM Pacific time, 30 minutes and 10 seconds with 3 decimals and 1 Gordon! Birth by sleep. And a half. Why did I even come down? Oh yeah, I came down here just to plop in the power cube. I'm gonna die unless I use the invulnerability. Let's try to kill as many of these guys as I can before it wears off. Let's see, and there's still one of the Guardians up here. I think the ones with the grenade launchers are called Guardians. Yeah, I haven't found any secrets here yet. Feels kind of sad. Right, this is the most convoluted way to open a door. No! Why are you here? Oh! God damn, I forgot about that. Alright, let's do this one more time. Damn it. It bothers me that I can't remember what that enemy's called. These guys are called Enforcers. These guys are called Guards. And there's like shotgun guards and machine gun guards and I think regular guards. And then in some of the expansions they have like hyper blaster guards and laser guards and stuff like that. Do you have a guilty pleasure movie that today is like, now it's art? You mean one that I think is art, or one that like people have come to regard as art after, like long after it was released? You mean like one where people are like, they like it now, but they didn't like it then? Like, I'm not sure if I have... Yeah, okay. I'm not sure. I don't have that many guilty pleasure movies. Like it was ahead of its time. That's a good question. I have to think about that. I do have some movies that I definitely like. I guess one example that's like a partial example is Jupiter Ascending, which is a movie that I think is very silly and very stupid and also a lot of fun in many ways. And I know that the movie got criticized a lot when it came out, and it still is, for good reason. but it's also, I think more people have come to see it as like being silly fun, you know, than when it first came out. For those of you who haven't seen Jupiter Ascending, it's a movie about a girl who goes to space, and she's kidnapped by like 3 different people in space, who all need her because she's like the genetic duplicate of their mom, which makes her the space queen. And it also makes her like the inheritor of a really powerful space business. But she doesn't worry too much about that. Her primary worry in life is that she really wants to fuck her a hot werewolf guy. And she also wants something nice to wear. And the werewolf guy is like, he has like a fan fiction backstory where he's like, oh, he was like the runt of the, he's like a half wolf, half human hybrid, and he was like the runt of the litter, so he was cast out of the pack, and that made him strong and relentless. And he's like also half albino, so he's like super special, and he used to have wings, but he was stripped of his wings because he couldn't control his temper, so he bit someone who was like higher class than him. Sounds like Twilight in space. Yes, that is a very good description, but it's like Twilight but more fun in space. And it's also got a really high budget. Like, it's got really good like visual effects, and it was made by the Wachowski sisters. This is like after they made Matrix, before one of them made Matrix 4. So it's got a lot. It's a movie with a lot of heart. It was made with passion. You know, it never feels like a movie that was made for a cash grab or something like that. It was a original concept, not built on anything, not based on a comic book or a novel or anything like that. I also a guilty pleasure movie from the Wachowski sisters. Oh, really? Which one? Is it one of the Matrixies? Oh, all right, I forgot about you. God damn. This is like a bit of a mini-boss, but with a chain gun, it's pretty easy. Speed Racer. That is... I have not seen Speed Racer, but I've heard a lot of people talk about it exactly the way you described it, where it's like... When it first came out, people didn't like it, and now a lot of people think it's like... It's art! You know? I guess the Wachowskis have kind of made movies like that after Matrix 1, which pretty much everyone seems to like. After that, I think most of the stuff they've done has been like... has that label. But if you haven't, I should probably watch Speed Racer, because I've heard like good things about it. Even if people say that it was kind of like, it's a visual overload, but it's also like, you know, it's art. And I can recommend, if you haven't watched it, I can recommend Jupiter Ascending just because it's fun. It's a perfect movie to watch, I think, with some friends and maybe have like a little bit to drink. And like have like a drinking game where you take a drink every time the main character gets kidnapped. Like when it came out, it was like, this is shit. Yeah, I know a lot of people really didn't. Like I said, I haven't seen Speed Racer, but I remember the critical reception was kind of negative. Okay, we're leaving the unit. We're done with the warehouse, or the bunker area. But I like it because the races look like the anime, so much chaos, and I like that kind of stuff. I have only seen like a few clips of it, but it really does look like a movie that it's not even trying on any level to be realistic. It's just trying to be like a visual trip, which is cool. Yeah, I should watch that movie. Thanks for reminding me, actually.
area. Destroy security grid protecting industrial region.
Okay. So
Computer updated.
this section of the game is when shit starts getting real. I don't want to blow up. Oh, god damn it. I didn't want to blow up the barrel. Now I can't get up here. I don't think. Wachowski sister said they wanted to give the feeling of how the passionate pilots feel when they're behind the wheels. Ah, right. So it's more like an emotional expression of racing rather than a realistic depiction of one. I have not seen any of the original like Speed Racer anime, except for some clips where it's like taken out of context to make the guy seem like a psychopath. There's like the scene where the girl is like, there's a girl who's like lying on the ground crying, and then Speed Racer goes up to her and is like, "Stop crying, it won't do you any good. Besides, we have work to do." See, they're fighting. I think this guy's gonna win. He won. He punched his fucking head off. Used to play some racing games, I can say it fits. That's cool. That's cool. There's another movie, also made by the Wachowskis. They made it together with Tom Tykwer. So there were 3 directors working on the same movie. It was the Wachowski sisters and then one more director. And they made a movie called Cloud Atlas, which is also like a really high-budget movie that I don't think most people have heard about even. It came out in like 2012 or 2011 or something like that. And it also got pretty... I'm not sure if it got bad reviews, but it was like... I think it was definitely like a bad... financial performance, right? And it's based on a book, and it takes like 6 different storylines from different points in time, and it like tells all of them at the same time. And it's absolutely insane how you can even make a movie like that and have it be like legible, but it is. And I remember thinking it was really good, and a lot of other people didn't like it, but a lot of people thought it was like silly or something like that, but I actually really liked it. I'm not sure how it would hold up now. I'm not sure how I would enjoy it now, but it's... Damn it. But I remember back then it was really solid. It's like, and because they're adapting so many different stories at once, or because they're telling so many different stories at once, it was like... It's got a little bit of everything. There's action, there's sci-fi, there's a little bit of horror, there's like a mystery, there's like a detective story, there's romance, there's drama, there's comedy, like it's everything is in there. And it all fits together somehow, you know, because it's all carried by like common familiar themes that are like present throughout all of the stories. So it's like a weirdly, very strange movie, but weirdly enjoyable. Not weird. It's not weirdly enjoyable. It's just weird that it works at all, I guess. And I'm not sure I would call that a guilty pleasure, because that's a movie I actually think is good. But I know it's a movie that I like, and I go like, it's art. Well, everyone else goes like, oh, this is just some nonsense. Don't press the alarm! You douchebag. You absolute douchebag. Okay. I'm gonna have to focus. Die. Die. Let's see, what do we have? We have nothing. I have a silencer, but that doesn't help much. Also like Atlantis and Treasure Planet. Yeah, I like those as well. And I think those were movies that I think they had like pretty good reviews, but I think they were financially not very successful, right? I think Treasure Planet especially was like did really poorly, which is a shame because it was like it's a fun movie, and that's a movie I rewatched like really recently, and it still holds up really well. It still looks great, by the way. It made me kind of miss like Western 2D animation a little bit. I am actually mega out of ammo. How? How can I be this out of ammo? That's unreasonable. I said you always have shotgun ammo. I was lying. You guys pressing the alarm button, you will be punished in hell. It's just getting hella hard, guys. This is getting really hard. I don't know if it's like I've been less ammo efficient than in previous playthroughs, but I've never run out of ammo this badly before. Like, the fact that I have to use my blaster here is kind of insane. I remember watching, when I watched Atlantis the first time, I was like kind of amazed by the fact that there was like a Disney movie that had like oh, I have shotgun shells. That had so much like, I guess, violence in it, so many guns and explosions and shit, you know? Death view. There we go. Okay, ammo. Should be fine now. Okay, so if I remember correctly, if we go through here, weirder stuff starts happening. But I also think, let's see, I think we can also go up here. I don't remember it wrong. Oh, maybe not. I thought there was like a secret something here. Thing is that in here, Atlantis and Treasure Planet were bad advertised. They sell it like a goofy kind of stupid movie for the kids, when in reality the story is godlike. Ah. Yeah, I guess the advertising can like change a lot of how people see a movie. Also, there are lasers on the floor. Remember how I said I'm bad at jumping between stuff? Let's not even do that. Let's not even do that. Can I go back? I want to go back. I think maybe I can jump up on this thing. Pushing these things, by the way, is annoying as hell. Ah! Ah! Okay, it actually worked. The lasers will grill you, like, insta-death. Death to you. I think one of my favorite movies of all time is a movie called Children of Men. And it's a very, very, very bleak movie. Like, it's not like completely ultra dark and depressing, but it is bleak, right? It's very, like, the tone is very bleak. And I saw the movie without seeing any trailers, and I really liked it. But then I went back and, like, watched a trailer for it, and the trailer was, like, a completely different thing. The trailer made it seem like it was, you know, it's sort of kind of sappy and kind of, you know, romanticized almost. Like, it's super weird. Didn't feel like it fit at all. They have no faith in the movies. Yeah, that's possible that that was the thing. I don't know what it was like back then though, but I know that sometimes you you know, the making of trailers becomes like outsourced to a different company. I just read, like before I started streaming, I just read how, you know, Francis Ford Coppola is making a new movie called Megalopolis or something like that? Metropolis, maybe? I can't remember, something like that. And there was a trailer made. Die? There we go. There was a trailer made for the movie where they had used AI-generated fake quotes from critics. So they like AI-generated a bunch of positive review quotes and put them in the trailer. And then when people realized, they were like, oh shit, and then they took it down and apologized and were like, oh, we're so sorry, how did this happen? And that's the kind of stuff that happens, I guess, when you outsource the making of the trailer to someone else. It's like the film company, I think it was Lionsgate. They probably hired someone to do the trailer, and then the guy who did the trailer was like, oh yeah, let's just fake a bunch of quotes, I don't give a shit. Okay, let's see. I think we can use the silencer here. Silencer means that you do extra damage to enemies that are unaware of you. Yeah. So this is nice. Some of these levels are like this. You can take like an alternate path to get around. You don't have to go through the evil laser grid if you don't want to. See up here? Right. No? I forgot about that. Now I think we're back to the lame sequels for Disney. I don't really know what Disney are working on right now. They're doing a bunch of sequels that had less effort. Oh. I haven't really watched a lot of Disney movies lately, so I'm not really... I don't feel like I'm really up to date. But I know they're doing another Toy Story, right? I haven't even watched Toy Story 3 yet. They're like up to 5 now or something. Zootopia 2 is a victim of it. Are they doing a Zootopia 2? Or I have not heard that they're doing a Zootopia 2. Is that like confirmed? Oh! All grenades in the face! Oh my lord. Yeah, on one hand I really do want a Zootopia 2 because I really feel like that setting has so many more stories left to tell, right? But on the other hand, I also feel like if they aren't doing it right, then, you know, maybe it's better not to do it at all. Sneak peek is out? Oh, really? Yeah, I think... I haven't been keeping up much with Disney movies in the last, like, maybe 10 years or so. I think Zootopia is one of the latest ones I watched. Die? There we go. Okay, so I picked up, like, a... I think it's called a bandolier, and it gives me, like... I think it gives you extra ammo capacity. Carrying capacity. But yeah, I really liked Zootopia. Like, I know I'm very I am very much the target audience for Zootopia, so I was probably not difficult to sell on that kind of movie, but I really liked it. So if they make a sequel, I really hope it's good. I don't want to assume it's not going to be, but, you know, it seems like it's going to be hard to do it as well as the first one. Frozen 3, Toy Story 5, and Moana 2? Oh, damn. Yeah, Toy Story 5 is the... or Toy Story 5. Toy Story 5 is the one I knew about. That's the one I heard about. It's a little strange, though, that they're doing Moana 2 while they're doing a live-action Moana. Oh, nothing. Okay, Shinkan time. Death! 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 Ow. Oh, this is gonna take forever. These guys are called gladiators, by the way, and they have like a railgun. We will get that too later. In a while. That's like the last weapon you get. Or one of the last. Depending on which order you pick them up, since some of them are like hidden and secret. Let's see, we came from here? But Toy Story 5 isn't out yet, is it? Let's see, are we going? We're just going through this door. There's nothing special about this. Oh, right, this is when we get to the really creepy part of this game. I'm gonna show you what I mean. God damn it. Never got a chance to show you the creepy part. Advertised with an animation that was used for Apple Watches, and the storyboard looks like it's going to be a rip-off from the shorts Toy Story Lost in Time. Oh. Oh. I'm trying not to be like overly cynical about stuff before it's out, because I don't want to go around and just be grumpy all the time, but I can understand if people aren't particularly hyped about that. Sometimes stuff just doesn't look very good. Oh damn. These guys are super dangerous if they hit you with just a couple of the rockets. There's gonna be an enemy later that is thankfully very, very rare. There's only like a couple of them throughout the entire game. They're more like a boss than anything else. That fire like a salvo of rockets that can like insta-kill you. And they fire all the rockets at once, and it's like very short notice. Let's see, is there something down here? Well, a flak jacket's better than nothing. There's apparently also going to be a Matrix 5, speaking of Matrix, and I don't think any of the Wachowskis are involved this time. They're just not on board at all. So I have no idea how that's going to be. Zero effort for money. Bonk. I'm trying to think, like I said, I haven't watched a lot of Disney stuff, so I can't really judge for myself, but I know people are like a little unsatisfied with their latest output. That's just dad. Yeah, you know what dads are like, you know, zero effort for money. Did the stream freeze, by the way? I need to check. It looks like it froze for me. I'm gonna check. No, still on. Still on. Good. It's just done here. Sorry, I'm just updating a window because it looked like the stream had frozen for me, and it hadn't. It was just frozen in the window. There we go. Depends on how your dad is. Yeah. It's, my dad is like the opposite. He works way, way, way too hard, in my opinion. Okay. Here we go to the bit that it's kind of creepy. Like, I've been talking about how this game doesn't really have much of a story, and that's true. But it is good at like setting the tone and giving you a sense of who the enemy is, right? And you see like all of these people live in prison and shit, and tortured to insanity. like... Oh god, there's so many enemies. Oh, it's the medic! It's the medic! This is the guy! This is the guy who keeps reviving everyone. That's why we destroy all the bodies. Oh, and there's a tank. Okay. Super shotgun and a dream. Oh no! I always went like you're useless for the cause and shoot them. I usually like put them out of their misery just to make them stop suffering, you know? This God, we need better weapons now. I need to like find something better. We are gonna get a better weapon, I think, on the next level, or maybe on this one. And it's gonna be so nice because holy shit, that's gonna be one of the best weapons in the game we get next next level. Because right now I am struggling. I am struggle and I am suffer. Fuck you and your rockets. Oops. It's not what I meant to do. But sure, okay. That works. Don't go pressing the alarm. There we go. I'm gonna destroy all the bodies now because we know now that there are medics in this level. Destruction! Destruction! Ooh, I didn't even know you could come up here. Not much help right now, though. Okay, third time's the charm. I'm actually going to quick save because I don't want to do this again. Switching weapons takes a long time in this game. Medic has to die first. There's like an even worse version of this enemy that shows up in some of the expansion packs. It's like a medic commander. Not only can they revive enemies, they can like just teleport enemies in. They can like just teleport extra enemies into the battlefield, including extra medics, and they can just do it indefinitely until you kill them. So they're just like... God, I am so low on everything right now. Please and thank you. Yes. No! I was standing still and he had a railgun. Okay. It's not a fun place to quick save. Okay. One more time. One more time. Once more with clarity. Oh my god, let me through! There we go. That was really clumsily done, but it was done. Okay. Let's not stand still when fighting these dudes. I was about to say this dude, but there's actually two of them. Okay, and destroy the bodies. Destroy bodies. Sometimes, a lot of the time in this game, you press buttons, you don't know what they actually do. The medics are also surprisingly good at fighting. Like, they have a Hyper Blaster, which is a weapon we'll get soon. Right. This time, I have proper weapons. You are dead. Bye! so many fucking enemies. Oof. There we go. I'm gonna put these poor guys out of their misery. How many medics are there here? I don't remember this at all. It's an even more disturbing level coming up soon. Like, Quake 4 is not... I personally don't like it as much as Quake 2. But it does have one really cool scene. Where I mentioned before that you get like implanted with Strogg tech. So spoilers, I guess, for Quake 4. But what happens is that you get captured and you get like completely Stroggified. Which means that you get to see, like in first person, how the Strogg like put you on a conveyor belt. And they cut off your legs and they cut off your arms and they like start sticking a bunch of technology in you. And they stick you like a brain chip inside you that means that you can understand their language. And then the last thing they're supposed to put in you is like the control chip that like makes you obedient to them. And then that fails and you get rescued like just in time. Let's see, we can go in here now, yeah. Secret area. And some ammo. See, so there's an extra adrenaline here we can get when on our way back. Now things are starting to look a little better. It's been kind of rough now, but I think we're actually finally going to be able to get through here. Okay, next level. So that's one of the coolest parts of Quake 4. It seems weird to say that about the most uncomfortable moment in the game, but it's the one that stuck with me the most, and it's the one that people tend to remember the most for the game. Otherwise, I think Quake 4 was a game that unfortunately was a little hindered by the technology of its time. You know, here in Quake 2, all the enemies you've killed remain on the ground, and it's even like a mechanic that you are incentivized to destroy the bodies afterwards. In Quake 4, when you shoot someone, they just dissolve in like a green goo after like 5 seconds. Just a small change like that, in my opinion, changes quite a bit about how the game feels to play. But it's not a bad game by any means. It's just not my favorite. Okay, I'm gonna do... No, we don't have any quad damage. Shit, how am I supposed to get through here? At least fighting each other a bit. Let's see, do I have... Yes! Okay, give me a second. We are in desperate need of, like, the grenade launcher and the hyper blaster. Up! You can actually kind of see a map. It can actually be kind of useful sometimes. You don't have a map otherwise in the game. Oh god. I'm gonna use one of these. I feel like I'm crazy. I feel like I should have found another weapon by now. Red key. Having the... Like in Robocop, you see how they robotize you? Yeah. Oh, in the Robocop game, you get to see that? It's kind of cool. There's a... I don't know if you remember this, if you guys ever saw this movie, but there's a Robocop kind of like reboot movie. It came out in like 2014. I don't think it's a super memorable movie, but it does have one scene that really stuck with me. And that's also a similar scene where after he's been like Robocopped, like after he's been like cyborg transformed, they like remove all the robot parts, like they pull all the robot parts aside to show how much there's left of him. You know, all the parts that are still like human, and it's like it's the face and a few internal organs, and that's like it. And it's a really uncomfortable scene. And that's it's weird how those scenes tend to be the one that stick with you, you know? Die, please. There we go. See, I'm doing okay on health right now, but in ammo, it's pretty grim. I don't know if I'm crazy for thinking I should have received another weapon by now. Let's see, we have to... No, we have to go back. We have the red key now. We have to go back to the previous level. Return to the detention center, deactivate yellow lasers, yeah. Oh, no, no. So now we have to go back out all the way through, I think. Oh, right, I forgot about this. Hold up, there's a way down there. I think there's actually a way down there. What if we go around now? There we go. I think there's supposed to be a way down to get in here. Oh, right, we can deactivate that and get the quad damage. We already have a quad damage. Okay, I'm gonna put these guys out of their misery. And do you have a lot of copycats, like Lady Terminator? Oh, there's a Lady Terminator. I saw there's like an Indian version of the Matrix. The thing is, they look kind of like... They're kind of high budget, like they look kind of cool. It's just weird to see a movie that is like taking almost, it's almost like shot for shot, like a remake of another movie. It's not a robot, it's a witch that possesses a girl. But it's still called Lady Terminator, okay? There we go. I'm gonna quick save now because I don't want to do all of this again. There's so many of them. Bop, 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 bop. See, there's the grenade launcher. But I was pretty sure I would get another weapon before that. Actually out of shotgun shells, which again, this is like the second time since I got the first shotgun that has happened. Yellow laser deactivate!
Computer update.
There we go. So now we go back to here. This is like a sort of like almost like a hub area. We come back here like several times. We have to move on through here now. Back to the what's it called? Not the detention center. Hey, what's this place called? Security complex. And now with the yellow lasers deactivated, we can press this thing, which activates the bridge. Now we get to meet these charming fellas, which I fucking hate. Die! Hello, Merilith! Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? My screen is frozen again. Hold up a second. My stream screen. I don't know why it's like this. Okay, everything seems to be working though with the stream, right? Stream is still running, right? You mean frozen? There's one I'm using I have my restream tab up to look at the stream, and it's frozen on my end. Like it looks fine for you, and it's running fine on Twitch and on YouTube. It's just that it's like on the screen I'm looking at, it's frozen. It happens sometimes, and it's really annoying. So I'm just updating it so I can still see the stream. How are you doing, Merilith? What do I have? Got nothing! Grenades! Okay, if you can throw grenades, so can I. Joy. Joy! Been doing great, hope you can say the same. I'm doing pretty okay. I was a little tired from work today, and I had some issues. I was meant to play Tales of Kinsera Sao today, and then the game decided to download a 10 gigabyte update when I tried to start it. Which I don't even know how a game that is like 10 gigabytes big can have a 10 gigabyte update. So that's why we're playing Quake II instead of that. But other than that, I'm doing good. It's been a very fun stream so far. Oh, except I'm playing on Nightmare difficulty. And it's hard. Let me see. We're going this way. I think. Yeah, we're going this way. 10 gigabyte game has a 10 gigabyte update. Yeah, something like that. It's kind of insane. I should just have restarted the level. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep playing that game next week. I still really want to play it. I was kind of hyped to play it too, but we're gonna have to wait. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Sum up this to 40 gigabytes. That's crazy. Okay. You can all die. Chain gun time. Die. Die. Die to you. There we go. Okay, nice. This is the actual, like, one of the most disturbing levels in the game. But no, we're absolutely supposed to have the Hyper Blaster at this point. This is silly. Here it is, here it is, here it is. Hell yeah. The actual favorite weapon in the game. It's like, oh, so it's like a blaster, but it shoots faster and does more damage. What should we call it? The Hyper Blaster. A plasma rifle. It's kind of like a plasma rifle. But the projectiles are small and yellow instead of big and blue. Need the data CD. So this level, when I played it as a kid, it freaked me the frick out. Let's see, there's a tank up there, yeah? So you have so many prisoners here. I'm gonna put them out of their misery. Ah! Let's see, do I still have... I still have the adrenaline, so let's use it. Let me see, there's one of these that's supposed to have like a secret exit, but it's not here. This is also very high-tech data storage solution here. In Signalis, which I played on Tuesday, we had like a diskette. Here we have an actual CD. can hold 650 megabytes of data. Let's see, we're supposed to be able to get to the other cell block now. If I can remember where that is. It's a DVD. I think it's literally called the data CD. So it's not a DVD, it's not even a DVD. Let's see here. There we go. Incredible movie. Oh. Die. See, now I'm starting to feel more even in firepower again. This is still kind of a difficult level. There are just so many dudes. Is it an old game? I'm guessing it is. It is an old game. It came out in 98 or something like that. But I am playing a version that got a remastered facelift just last year or so. So this is an updated version of a very old game. Let's see. But yeah, like the original version was from the 90s, and I played it when I was very young. So it's this is like a nostalgia game for me. But I have played it almost more now as an adult than I did as a kid. Spent a lot of time with it. Swish. And this is the sequel. Like, this is Quake II, so this is the sequel to Quake. But story-wise, the two games have nothing to do with each other at all. And it's kind of generous to say that either of them even have a story, so it's not like you need to play one to understand the other or anything. I'm gonna use this now. That's nice. Yeah, it's nice. It's also nice, I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream, that the updated version of the game was given to everyone for free. Everyone who owned the game on Steam for free. Let's see. I'm gonna have to put this guy out of his misery, unfortunately. Now we can get the security pass. Let's see, I think there's like something down here, if I don't remember wrong. Probably no. No, nothing. Bonk! Bonk! Let's see, do I still have Hyperblast ammo? A little bit. Go. Nice. Oh, nice! They're lowering him into the lava. Delightful. Yeah. The story, like I said, is not very deep, but it does give you a sense that these guys are bastards. Nothing else. Okay. Grenade. He's just not dying. Oh, I am dying! Shit, okay. We're doing this again. I'm sorry, I was being stupid. That was me being stupid. That was me just being stupid. Okay. I got cocky. It's a long way, yeah. I didn't save. Like, I'm trying not to quick save too much. It's because I think it's more fun if it's a little tense, but the game only auto saves at the beginning of each level. It's like in Doom, you fight against demons, but in Doom 2 you fight against pirates. Pirates? Really? Are there pirates in Doom 2? I had no idea. Good luck, thank you. I'm probably gonna need it. I thought you were serious there for a second, Lord. I was like, how in the fuck are there pirates in Doom 2? Okay, so let's open all the cells. Put these poor guys to sleep permanently. If you're a real deal, Doom 3 zombies. Yeah, I guess that's true. The Doom 3 still had like a connection to hell, right? That's something that's interesting with the Doom movie, where it actually doesn't even feature hell. There we go. I don't think I came in here when I ran through this last time. Let's see. I'm getting kind of tired, so I'm sorry if I'm running back and forth a lot. Cell block B is where we're going. There we go. Probably shouldn't shoot the tank first. I should probably shoot the other dudes first. They're easier to kill. Like these ones. Have you guys seen the Doom movie, by the way? I think we talked about that on stream in a previously, but it was a long time ago. Grenade launcher, wonderful. Okay, that's the worst place to use the grenade launcher. I didn't know Doom has a movie. Doom actually has 2 movies, and I didn't know the second one existed until very recently. The first one came out in, I think, 2005, 2006, 2007. If you didn't know the movie was existed, this is gonna sound crazy, but The Rock is in it. Like, as in Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It was like one of the first movies he was in. Not like one of the very first, but this was like when he was just starting his movie career. And he's actually kind of fun in the role. Like he he gets to ham it up a lot, and really like he's overacting pretty heavily, but it's fun in a fun way, you know. It's The Rock and it's Carl Urban, who people nowadays might remember mostly from the Boys. Let's see. Go. Breather. So it's not like a fantastic movie. It is a little slow to get going, but the end is pretty amazing. Like in a cheesy sort of action movie kind of way. And it's got some cool like line deliveries, and it's got some good actors in there too. Like aside from The Rock and Carl Urban, Rosamund Pike is also in there. She went on to, I think she won like an Oscar, like 5 years after that movie or something, for Gone Girl. I'm on a quick save now. I don't want to have to do it. I don't want to do all this again. Let's see. Oh, having fun with your grenades, are you? 2 can play that game. Oh. Okay. Let's not try to style on this guy, let's just kill him. There we go. See, I was so close to the exit. And then I had to do the entire thing again. Pick this up. Who is shooting at me? You are shooting at me. Don't enjoy being shooten at. Let's not fall in the lava, shall we? There we go. Yeah, we can head out now. I don't need to find absolutely everything. Then there was a second Doom movie. I don't know, can't remember what it was called. And I haven't seen it. I only saw like some clips of it, and it seemed like it had like more action scenes, which was nice, but it just seemed like it didn't have the right energy, if that makes sense. It was kind of seemed a little too low key. I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight. Nice seeing you, Racer. Likewise, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. I'm gonna end the stream soon anyway. First time I see it, it was in the TV. I thought it was a new Resident Evil with The Rock, but then I see the title after the advertisements and I was like, Doom? Is this part of the universe in this side of the country, specifically in the virus genre? Yeah, they didn't have any hell in it. It was just like a... I don't even know if it was of the virus. It was like a... I mean, it was kind of like a zombie movie, so it kind of... I understand what you mean by the virus, but I think it was more like some goop? Some alien goop or something. They just... Did I even go the right way? I'm not sure I did. It's like they shot out their tongue. Shit. Proceed to secure the pyramid. You need the pyramid key. I can't do that. What did I miss now? I already have a quad damage. What the heck did I miss? Wreck have more Doom than that shit? I never saw Wreck. It was one of those like found footage movies, right? I think I made a mistake. I think by jumping down here, I screwed myself over. I might have to go around again. I am sorry, guys. Yeah, I think this might be a good time to end the stream. You can see I played this a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a slight smidgen. Oh, okay. It was a zombie movie, but instead of virus, it was demon thing, zombie thing. Ah, okay, I see. Demon thing, zombie stuff. Might have to check that out. So, my friends and foes, I'm sorry about the technical issues at the start of the stream. I should have checked that the game needed to update. I should have checked that, but in fairness, I didn't expect it to like download a 10 GB update just at the start of the stream. That was insane. You know how Steam gives you like a... You call me a foe? I don't think you're a foe. I'm saying friends. I consider you to be one of the friends, but if there is a foe in chat, I don't want them to feel left out, you know? I want them to feel welcome. I can be a painful rival. Yeah. So, again, sorry about all the trouble at the start of the stream. I'm gonna have to change the title on YouTube because it still says that we're playing Tales of Kinsera Zao. So that's on me. So, my bad. I'm gonna show you the schedule. The next stream we have is on Saturday. It's gonna start 2 hours earlier than this one, and it's gonna be a collab stream with Richter and Akaros. We're gonna play some Don't Starve together. It is going to be fun, I hope. I think it's gonna be fun. Title, it's a lie. Yeah, I have been lying to you. Mostly because I don't know how to update titles on YouTube while I'm streaming them. I don't understand. I don't understand YouTube. Yeah. So that's the next stream. I hope to see you there. For those of you on YouTube, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, even if it was misadvertised, even if it was like false advertising. And I hope to see you next time on Saturday. Take care and good night. And for those of you who are on Twitch,